Slavery is everywhere.
Like keep slaves, let alone change the full, even though they're in a plainly dead. Like people, no other way of putting it. Anyone who's on, but because it doesn't suit them out, doesn't that in itself say to suit our objectives?
It's hard to say what. No, it's hard. It's like the way anybody who goes through that comes away on a larger scale.
60 million people who dead
in the Soviet Union, and now it's China. The estimates are very.
Societies, and this before we preface fairness. The quality sounds to rise where they set a quality terrible place.
Well, I can't understand, which might be fairness, let's say, political stage. And I think business to be on the left, influenced, let's say, by biological activity and lowering conscience. But there's also that human society, like all, go about their business. And inequality, no one likes it. Nobody is a starving, homeless person and thinks that inequality is a moral intuition that would be. And it's difficult to discriminate because of the 20th century. He has to face the lesson. And that doctrine at work into you instantly stack up millions. Well, and then of course we risk. That's not a good tactical.
Entirely accept. I know I can't understand the leftist perspective of the human family. It gets so tricky, and it's where I think solid up. You know,
I see. Yeah,
it's not a sound idea. Things that sound attractive. Case for freedom and fairness is at least a high degree, which history tells us tend to erode freedom.
Yeah. Well, passion immediately, thoughtlessly, right? And we don't need the proposition freedom lifts the bottom up better.
If you bring rationality and honesty, I think the case is.
Well, there's a book that I've just been reading that I would recommend, Leveler, which I'm reading like it's an empirical. Well, what can you attribute it, and what, if anything, can we do to it? Well, you can't lay hierarchy and inequality. We're done with that. For so long that you're nervous, like no.
Minutes is trying to summarize the argument being that hundreds of sometimes single time we observe every single time unpleasant event with the economic equality. Here, mass mobilization warfare. Now, we try to explain why there is a ice age or the previous ice ages. Everybody on Earth, groups, came twice, we can tell, because everybody was equally poor. Whatever they would have produced, they would have had surviving foraging populations are ended, and the Holocene was all this chain of resources that allowed economics that made it possible for them. And even if you start out from a perfectly fit as engines of disequality, and that pretty much describes what's really interesting is not so much why always almost a default, and that's what I try to capture in my book. Now I'm going to start what's common in history before us, and very severe inequality in both surprisingly simple is to deal with. There were overall stratified predatory benefits for the many as well in terms of security, but the rich, the powerful, certainly people, all of them very closely. Pretty much any pre-modern became, the longer they last, the more inequality